You mentioned antler point restrictions. I was going to ask you what are your thoughts on those, and do you think they work for states?
Well, it's kind of crazy to me that a 3 point restriction on one antler could work. But I guess if everything spikes and people are shooting them, it would. I do think restrictions can help. I know I didn't like it too much when they had the CWD thing going on and they're giving tags to shoot any deer because I just felt there was a safety issue there. I like the fact when a hunter has to actually identify what he's shooting, like it has to fall within a certain range. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's good or it's bad or whatever, but if all you have to do is see brown and shoot it, that doesn't make things too safe. Um, but if it has to have 3 points or it has to have a fork, that's a lot safer. However, I do think antler restrictions work. What I don't like about them is you can have an awfully big genetic freak that doesn't have the tines. Like
Yeah,
I can remember when I was young having seeing a 4 pointer that had like Coke can bases. And it was like 20 inches wide, and all it was a big fork.
yeah,
It'd be a shame not to be able to hunt and shoot a 5 or 6 year old deer like that.
yeah.
Um, you know, I've seen 6 pointers go into 130s. Oh, 130-inch six is gigantic.
Hmm.
You know, it would be a shame not to be able to shoot something that and let it go around breeding.
Right.
Um, but that's where it has its downfalls. But it does generally help with the age class. It does help get bucks at an older age class. I think education would help more. I think in a lot of cases, if you can get through to the public about what they're shooting and why they should hold out, it might help more. But some guys just have to shoot something, I guess. I once hunted in Illinois at Panther Creek public land, and man, there was giant bucks running all over the place. I almost shot a booner on that hunt. I came really, really close, and what they had going was there wasn't any rules like antler restriction rules, but you had to go meet the biologist in order to hunt there. You had to go talk to them. I don't know if they still do this. This is a long time ago, but the biologist would lay out antlers and he'd say, "Well, this is the age classes, and we'd really prefer you shoot these and above. And if you've never shot a deer before and you want to shoot one smaller, okay, but really this is what we're looking for. If you're an advanced hunter who shot a deer or two, look at shooting something like this because we're trying to grow bigger animals. Nobody wants to shoot babies. They want to shoot mature animals. So if you shot a deer, you had to take it back to that guy and register it, which would be pretty embarrassing, if you shot a little dink. Um, so I thought that seemed to work really well at that place where they didn't restrict it where a kid or something couldn't shoot one or, where it's always like some sort of lock solid law or something, where
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I just don't like the fact that um, the kind of the government telling you how you can hunt and all that stuff. That's the
yeah,
only thing that kind of bothers me about them.
yeah,
Uh,
there's people that hunt for meat and, people
yeah.
with where their religion tells them not to hunt bigger animals for pride, like for showing off.
Yep.
I don't see anything wrong with that, but the law is kind of funny that way. I do think too, it's always been ironic to me, all these guys that preach you should shoot bucks like me because then we'd all have bucks like the ones I shoot to shoot. Well, then your bucks wouldn't mean nothing. The reason
Yeah.
that the trophy you shot the other day is a great accomplishment is because there's not a lot of them around.
Hmm.
If you managed it so that those were really common, well, then you just have to raise your stakes higher.
Yeah.
It's just
That's a good point.
I'm just saying that really you should just worry about number one, worry about yourself, and if it's hard to kill a buck like that, that just makes it more of a challenge and is what it is.
Yeah. That's so true. Yeah. If every place was like Iowa, who cares about a 150? It's like Um, every place would have that stigma of you better shoot a 150 every year, you know. And what's the
Right.
fun? What's the fun in that?
Hey everybody, if you like the channel, make sure you subscribe right here. And if you like the clips, I got 2 more options for you. 2 options right here. Subscribe right here. See you guys.